literally what we focus on. Like the music is so important, all this stuff, but you know, when it's press and PR and you know public lifestyle, it's focused on who I am, and that when we're on stage, it is the band. No one really gives or knows who I am at a Gorgoroth show. They just know this band Incite is up here throwing it down.
Ghost Cult Magazine welcomes in our pal, Richie Cavalera of Incite. How are you, brother?
What up, dude? Just chilling, man. Enjoying a beautiful, you know, Southern California day, getting high, chilling out, doing interviews, man. Love it.
All the things, man, all the things. The brand new album is coming up, Wake Up Dead, on the brand new record label, Atomic Fire Records. Is one of the most exciting things, I think, in the music business this year is this label and these releases. They got you, they got Meshuggah, they got Amorphous, they got Opeth. It's like
Yeah.
not a little deal. I think Minus Head took really good care of you guys. No disrespect, but like this is a major step for y'all.
Yeah, I agree, man. And just seeing like everything happen, you know, like you said, Minus Head was incredible. And now they're still involved, which is great. You know, the owner, Brad, is like doing a lot with this still. So that's cool, man. I didn't lose that love and that friendship I built with him. And yeah, Atomic Fire, man. They're just they're the people right now. They brought in an amazing cast of everybody knowing the business. They're so awesome to work with. They're friendly and they care about their bands. They care about the music. They want this stuff to work out. And yeah, man, we're ready to kill it with them. That's for sure.
Yeah, man, it's like a brand new major metal label, which we don't get a lot of. It's usually they sort of get swallowed up by someone else, or they merge, or they go under.
Yeah.
And the business has been very hard. I don't have to tell you how hard it's been. I haven't seen you in a couple of years. You guys are always on the road, or you're on the road, slinging merch or whatever, and or a little bit of chill time with family and loved ones. But it's been so hard the last few years. So I know you're so pumped with this new record and getting back out
Oh
on
yeah.
the road.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, like you said, 2 years being off for this band is like insane. We were doing 200 shows a year every year while making records and everything, and then it just was like zero. So just like learning to adapt. When you have such a routine built in your life, was crazy. But we found things to do. Like making this record, making videos. It was things that we wanted to do to at least like keep people fired up, give them some entertainment while we're all kind of just stuck inside. And I think it was a revolutionary time for the band and what we're doing now. So we took advantage of it.
Word. And I know it's kind of like the Beavis and Butthead thing where everybody always focuses on the lead singer. Like, why is the lead singer the coolest guy? But your whole band is on point about social media and business, which, is refreshing because that's really the only way to make it is if everybody is on that same page.
Yeah, man. And I'm so lucky, Lennon and Elle, now we're going on 10 years together, 4 records. And I couldn't be happier. We are best friends, and that built even stronger during the pandemic. So, we have each other's backs, and I think that makes such a difference in the music, the shows, the vibe of the band. Like we carried around this dark feeling for years, and now it's like gone, and excitement and happy, and just can't wait to do shit together. And I love those dudes more than everything, man. And being joined by Eli now, and that's been a cool thing. And he's got that same vibe like us, man. So it works really good.
Eli is like everywhere. He's incredible.
Yeah, it's gonna make things difficult for us to tour with him, and the plans that we want to do, but we don't want to stop him or hold him back from doing anything. Like, he is an incredible talent in so many worlds and facets. So I love what he's doing, man. And singing for Ignite now is just so cool to see.
I just interviewed Brett from Ignite yesterday, and he's more than happy to share Eli with the world. So, like, as much as he's a huge, important part of that band now as the vocalist, which I don't think a lot of people knew how great a vocalist he also was, he was like, we understand that Eli has other commitments, and he might get an acting gig, or he might, so I'm sure you guys will work it out. And if he's, occupied, there's a whole world of people out there ready to come and throw down and fill in. So I'm sure it'll
Yeah,
work.
we actually, I'm gonna let this be known now. We're actually gonna be using Mike DeLone from Phillips Alamo and the Illegals. Great dude. and again, he fits that vibe of me, Lennon, and L, and like Eli, you know, where he just loves doing what he does. He's humble. He's not some ego asshole, and you know, we love that. And he's the biggest pothead ever, so he's an Incite guy for sure.
Word. And he's an incredible guitar player for people who don't know. Beside his stuff with Phil, he is incredible.
Yes.
He can throw down, he's got the grooves, he can shred, he's great, man. I'm so
Oh
pleased,
yeah.
man. That's great news. And hopefully when time allows, Eli will come out
Oh
and
yeah,
uh
there'll be
and
those special appearances where he plays, and maybe even do shows where we have them both together and be a five piece for a random show here and there. So
why
lots of
not?
possibilities.
Why not? It'll be sick, man. You guys, and as much as I'm stoked in a second to talk about this record, live is where you do it. I've said this in the past interviews with you. As you know, my esteem for your live performance is huge, and the respect is humongous, man. You guys always kill it. It's what I think. It's like the thing that I think is how you capture a lot of people is they catch you live and then they go discover the records. I think that seems to be the case, and you guys always come correct. Yeah.
I love to hear that because that's literally what we focus on. Like the music is so important, all this stuff, but you know, when it's press and PR and you know public lifestyle, it's focused on who I am and that shit. When we're on stage, it is the band. No one really gives a shit or knows who I am at a Gorgoroth show. They just know this band Incite is up here throwing it down. There's no triggers, there's no backing tracks, there's no bullshit. It is just raw live energy like we love and we grew up to. So to hear that, you know, that means a lot to us, man, because that's what we thrive on, and just having a great time. Because what the hell else do you go to a show for? You know, like some band up there like phoning it in, like you know that's bullshit. You know, we rage every day. That's what it's meant to be.
Or the worst case scenario for me is as a journalist, I've seen bands who are awesome performers, but then you know the tracks are fake. Like they can't
Yeah,
really play the riffs. There's a track, and listen, like bands use backing tracks. No disrespect. Bands have
for
backup
sure,
vocals. Bands have
for sure.
orchestration sequences. All cool. I'm not dogging that. I was in my band for a long time, and we did
Yep.
similar things. So, but if you can't actually play the material, the riffs, then it's a problem.
Especially for like a raw thrash metal band, like pulling that kind of stuff off is extremely difficult. It you know it's set up for the certain bands that do it and do it right, and that's killer to see. Like when it's done right, it's incredible. But for us, you know, it's just raw amps, nothing else, and just let's go.
Word. And you can't fool music fans. The kids smell bullshit a mile away. You can't fool them.
Yes, in this day and age, there's no getting around that shit. You better be playing.
You will get destroyed on Twitter if you don't do this right. Yeah, man, Wake Up Dead. This record's killer. I've been spinning it. I'm so stoked for you to put this thing out. And what I thought we would do, just as a change of pace from our previous interviews, was maybe do a little quick track by track of the whole album. Get your thoughts and feelings, whatever you feel like sharing. If you don't want to reveal too much as a lyricist, I respect that. But if whatever you want to share with us about this, the record as a whole and each track would be super cool.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, you know, you start off with the five new songs, and the band really wanted it to be focused personally. You know, I think so many of the past albums have been about like social issues and you know, third person perspective of things, and this really was about what am I going through and what am I dealing with, because I was going through so many things I think that people deal with, you know, divorce, money, living, moving. Where are you gonna, what the hell are you gonna do with life, you know? So we really wanted to harness that, you know, and we did with, you know, the opening track, you know, Fuck With Me Wake Up Dead is just like, you know, kiss my ass, man. Like I have done so much shit, I have worked so hard, and I, you know, I deserve a little bit of like just cred and things like that. So that was my song, just like, you know, talking shit to everyone else, because I'm such a like quiet, shy person when it comes to that like confrontation vibe. So that was how I released it, and you know, just kind of put my toughness on my voice and my opinion, you know. So that song rips and means a lot to me. And then, you know, Mental Destruction is another song that's uh man, it's so different for us. It's acoustic guitars, and you know, I wanted to set it on the mood of like an old feeling of Ministry, you know, when it came to lyrics like harness like Al Jorgensen kind of performance on it. And you know, it's just about how a lot of us are going through, mental problems, mental overwhelmingness, and kind of not doing things to change it or make better your life. So me, it was really about like, man, am I going to just throw this shit away, or am I going to work hard to better who I am, get the proper help and care, and become a better person at the end? And that song deals with that. And again, it's a personal thing that so much of us deal with. So another great song and perspective on what I'm thinking. And then Deadbeat, that was like a must for us to just like be like, look, dude, we're all going through this brutal shit right now, but let's try to show the funny side of it, like playing games, smoking tons of weed, not doing the laundry, just everyday life that became so unimportant because it's like, we could die tomorrow. What's like the meaning of cleaning my house even matter right now? And that video said that, like motivation to pay bills, all that shit. Like you didn't want to do anything, just like try to survive and get ready for like Mad Max. Like I was
Yo,
picking out my outfit.
it could still happen, yo. It could still happen. Fury Road could be a
Yeah,
real thing. I just saw that shit pop
yeah.
up on streaming. I was like, yo, we're like a few more events away from a straight up
Totally,
situation.
totally. The aliens drop in and we're there. I mean, we're gonna be
Uh,
running
uh,
around with chains and leather straps on for sure, dude.
right. I gotta, or this is the end. Somebody's gonna have a gimp. The crater's gonna open. The aliens are gonna suck us up. I mean, like personally, I've been like almost hoping for the aliens for a long time because like it's game
Yeah,
over. It's game over if we don't turn it around soon.
yeah, I agree. And I think that's where uh the more of this album to focus on was like Sucker Punched. I think that's like manipulation and all this shit that people try to strive on doing to you now. And that's the song of just kind of exposing it and just letting people understand that you don't have to be overtaken by it. You can see it for what it is and not bow to it like the powers that be want us to do, and maybe just family figures or life figures or things in your personal life. So another cool meaningful track to me. And yeah, then we get into like the old school songs, which is cool. I love like revisiting these, feeling a different perspective on them than I did say like something like the Aftermath, which was 12 years ago now. So um to me, those like Built to Destroy, it's still that song. Like it was our moment of Incite, like being recognized, like we're here, this is our track, that we're solidifying our place. We've been assembled to fucking destroy. And that was like the mindset with that song. And then you have Aftermath, which dealt with a lot of the world. I think back then, I'm going through things like the war in Iraq, you know financial collapse, all this shit that was happening to our generation that just like seemed overwhelming, man. Like that's why today it seems shitty, but if we all really put our heads together and remember just 12, 13 years ago, it felt the same, like cycles almost. So I think just being mentally prepared and witnessing the aftermath. So again, another cool song, Ripper. And then Fallen, that's probably one of the most like deepest songs I've ever written, like lyrically. We were out making a record in California with Matt Hyde, and I'm usually writing lyrics till literally it's recorded and mixed, and then it's like, all right, I'm done. So that song, I had a friend that was extremely close to me pass away while we were recording that, overdosed, and you know, flying home from the studio to go to the funeral, and all this stuff just really hit, and death has unfortunately been a big thing in my family, untimely death, insane death. So this wanted to like kind of capture that feeling of it right when it happened, and uh, I think everyone kind of can use that song as something to build their strength up for going through that heavy grief like that. And then damn, I'm trying to remember all these songs that are even on this album. I think I missed one off the new one. What the hell was that?
I was gonna ask you
War
about War
Soup.
Soup
Yeah,
with
that
Max.
that's like, to me, yeah, one of the up there with Fallen. Like standing up to bullies out there. Like it's such a crazy time dealing with that. From online now to where it can just be 24/7. You know, it's not just going to school or just your workplace. Now it's endless, and you know, people can lie, say whatever they want, manipulate truth, and just beat you down, you know, and you can't fight back against a lot of it on the internet. You know, they won't remove things. You know, Instagram's too worried about politics that they don't even focus on bullying and harassment being right in front of them, clear as day. You know, they'll send you a thing like, "Oh, we're not taking this down." It's like, okay, you're just allowing it. You know, there's no outlet to reach to have them fight that. So, you know, this song was big for us on a personal level. You know, dealing with it myself. So uh, I wanted Max to kind of come in and, you know, bring that extra wham to it, because I think he's always been a person about, you know, the world and helping others and being a voice of oppression, of fighting back. So a real special thing, and the first song we've ever had Max on an Incite track. So that was like, not only just being Max, like being the legend that he is, was so cool. Like the whole band, we were all just tripping during it. Like, you know, he's in there like singing my words this time and like asking where to sing and shit like that. It was so different than like being directed by him and his album. So that was fun, you know, and watching how quick he worked was incredible. Um, so then, you know, we come back to one of the first Incite songs ever written, The Slaughter. Um, you know, I think it was a great just here we are moment. You know, we were all like 19 and 21, just like furious at the world, furious at ourselves, thought we were the best fucking band and the hottest shit, like walking the earth, you know. And that was like our just, you know, I'm here to kill you is like a metaphor for just like, we're coming to like stomp pits, wreck your band, you know, just full ferocity of craziness. And it was, you know, I think just we were born in a weird time of music. You know, Napster was beginning and the whole streaming thing was just starting, and music was kind of lost. Like new metal just ended, and we just didn't really know where we were all going. You know, you had weird like glam metal and drop metal and all this just emo metal, bizarre stuff started to come out of the death of new metal. So we were just like trying to find ourselves on those albums, you know, and I love it. This record gives you a full picture of like where we've come from, what we started as, where our journeys brought us. And I think people that have never heard us are going to really love the aspect of having those old tracks on here. And then like hearing the new stuff and just being like, damn, this band is getting better with each album. And that's to us the most important thing. Like to come out and blow your load like record one, you know, and then you're just whole career is chasing that again, you know, trying to remake that. And, you know, that's never possible. For us, it's just been like, let's just get better and better and bring the right guys in and just, yeah, you know, I'm so excited to see what people think of this and how they feel relatable to all the topics of the album.
Word. First and foremost, you know, my condolences on your loss, and we've all lost so much over the years, but especially the last couple of years, or just even right now, things are so fresh and painful. We're losing
Totally.
our heroes. We're losing just people to this plague. We're losing people to war. I think of all the families in Ukraine. You know, it's been a
Yep,
battle, and so I'm
yep.
again. I know your family has suffered so much and come through on the other side, but it's, you know, it's pain. You carry that pain with you sometimes. Hard to let it go. So again, my condolences. And um, on the flip side, it's great. Yeah, these reimaginings are killer, and I think they're gonna wake up people to a lot of your stuff. And again, the track with your pops is amazing. I got like major Nail Bomb or Chaos AD vibes from it in general, and that's your song you made. So,
Yes.
you know, with him on it. But you know, finally, you throughout your whole life, you jumped on stage since you were a little kid with your dad, and now he's on a track with you on your track you wrote,
It,
which is sick.
it was truly remarkable, man. Yeah. And, you know, like, damn, Max Cavalera rock special, man. Really, really cool moment in time. Oh,
Word up.
I was
Um,
freezing a little bit.
yeah, it's okay. We'll work around it. No
The
worries, no worries.
digital world.
This is all, you know, it's weird. We have this kind of real life where the realest shit is happening to all of us in real time, and then there's this fake world with fake people angry behind the keyboard feeling safe. But
I love it.
like Ice-T said, talk shit, get shot, and not literally get shot, but you could get smacked in the mouth on an award show, or you could get smacked in the mouth in real life. And I think a lot of people don't understand that comeuppance. When I was a little kid, it was like fists, knives, or guns. Not me personally, but like if you acted out in a moment of irrationality, it could be your life. And now we have this kind of cushy fake world. These kids don't really know what it is to, if you're
They
gonna,
don't
you better be able to
understand
back it up.
repercussions, man. Like, like you say, everybody just thinks they can do what they want. And no, man, like you say, when you grew up, you talk shit, you got your ass beat, and then you didn't talk shit no more. So
Right.
that's about what I believe too. Unfortunately.
Yeah, it's wild. I actually like there was like a weird little time. I'm old enough that there's a weird little time right before that where it was like, okay, we could fight or we could ball and play basketball or break dance or freestyle rap. And then that was like, nah, forget that. I'm just gonna fuck somebody up because like, fuck it. I don't care anymore. I'm not gonna, I could beat you in hoops, but I'll beat your ass. So like,
Yeah.
that was a weird time. And then, again, it's just like I love social media and I work in digital marketing when I'm not doing ghost cult. So I love that stuff, but it's also there's a dark side and a downside to all of this. Like
Yeah.
we're forgetting how to communicate and show respect. It's so
Yes.
important to show respect, obviously, to someone who deserves it, but I saw an awesome punk band the other night on an anniversary tour, and the lead singer was like, "Wasn't it great before everybody had an opinion? You had to be, forced on you. Like, not everybody should be a pundit." And again, I recognize that I am working in journalism and I am a pundit, but like, not everybody needs a platform, and not everybody cares
Yeah.
what you think. So,
Yeah. That's for
judge
sure.
slowly and watch your mouth, everybody, because you could get
That's
it.
the thing too. Like people need to do just more intellectual thinking about what they're listening to and who they're letting decide their direction in life. Because yeah, there's a lot of awesome people, but then some of these people that are claiming what they do, it's like you go check their life and they're doing the same shit they're telling everybody not to do, and it's disgusting. Like the lying and all that stuff. Like you say, it's making for a corrupt, crazy, backwards ass, unrespectful society. It sucks because I grew up, respecting things. Thank you, apologizing, being positive, and I hope we don't
Sincerity
lose
is
that.
out the window. It is out the window.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, a lot of people are fake. But I hope maybe some of these horrible world events or some of these terrible things that are happening wakes up the younger generation. And I hate to get off my lawn. I know I sound just like that right now, but like I sound like Mr. Burns in The Simpsons. But I am hopeful. I do still believe in people, and I want to believe in the best in people. And I think like in a thing like Ukraine, for example, people will show you their best, and people will organize for a good cause, and people will do what's right overwhelmingly compared to what's wrong and evil.
yeah.
Maybe I'm still naive or too. I got that punk PMA spirit where I want everything. My idealization of the world is different than it really is, but I'm hopeful that people will
No, it's
act
true
right.
though.
You want
You're
to
right.
believe in people. If you lose your faith in humanity, then it's kind of where it's definitely game over and time for the aliens to come get us.
Yeah, like I mean, that's what I think. If you're one that travels and like really talks to people at these concerts and things like that, like I love just going out front and having random conversation because that's how you truly learn the world and see that we're not so different.
As we wind this down, I want to give you back your day and get you back to relaxing before the next thing happens. You guys got a lot of touring booked, I believe, and hopefully some festival action.
Oh yeah, man. We're gonna get really like pounding on that here shortly. We've been so focused on just getting this record together, the new label, etc. And now we'll have, Dez and his team of amazing people start getting them shows and tours and kicking ass on all the fronts, man. It's exciting times. Yeah, I mean we're, dealing with them now, which is really cool and a big change for us as well, the Oracle and what they bring to the table.
Word, word. Congratulations on that. That's a big deal. And Des and crew, Anastasia and everybody are amazing to work with from all
Yeah.
accounts. So
Big
good
big
stuff,
love.
man. Insight. The time is now, man. Wake Up Dead is the new album. Please go get that shit. We will link everything in the description. Richie, it's always just so great to see you, man. And I really appreciate you sharing all that intel with us on the band. And hopefully next one of these is back to being in person with a bud or a blunt, and like we like to do.
Ah, yes, basement of one of these awesome venues we always find ourselves, my friend. Be safe, Keith, and keep rocking all the Ghost Cult fans out there, man. Keep it metal.